I heard a voice in the dark, and it knew my name. The screech of tires is a sound I'll never forget. 2010. Walking home, buried in my phone, headphones blasting. Green light, or so I thought. Except it wasn't. The world went silent an instant before it exploded. Impact. A crushing weight. Then nothing. Just blank. Came to with a jolt. Head throbbing, vision blurry. Someone was kneeling beside me, a stranger's face etched with concern. "Hey, you okay, kid?" he asked, his voice tight. He gripped my arm, helping me sit up. "Yeah, I think so," I mumbled, trying to brush off the dust and the sudden wave of nausea. The car was gone. Vanished. A hit and run. Stupidly, embarrassment outweighed anger. I was young, naive. I just wanted to get home. So, I walked away. Life went on, or so I thought. A few nights later, a party. Overcrowded, loud music, the smell of cheap beer hanging thick in the air. And then I saw her, leaning against the kitchen counter, bathed in the warm glow of the overhead light. She was laughing, her head thrown back, a cascade of dark hair tumbling down her shoulders. I hadn't even finished the joke. Didn't matter. I was hooked. We talked until the sky began to lighten, hours melting away like snow, sharing secrets, dreams, fears. It felt effortless, like we'd known each other forever. After that night, we were inseparable. Two halves of a whole. 5 years flew by. A small ceremony in her parents' backyard, surrounded by friends and family. Vows whispered under a canopy of twinkling lights. The happiest day of my life. Then, 2 kids. A son with my eyes full of boundless energy and mischief. A daughter with her mother's laugh, a sound that could chase away any storm. We bought a house in the suburbs. White picket fence, a swing set in the backyard. The American dream, perfectly packaged. Another 5 years, and a golden retriever puppy joined the chaos. Muddy paw prints on the carpet, chewed-up shoes, and endless, unconditional love. I'd find myself just watching them sometimes, my family, bathed in the warm afternoon sun. A quiet contentment settling deep in my bones. This is it, I'd think. This is happiness. 15 years. 15 years of pure, unadulterated bliss. Until it wasn't. It started small. A flicker. A glitch in the matrix. One morning, I was making breakfast. Saturday. The smell of bacon sizzling in the pan, coffee brewing. My daughter was glued to my iPad, playing some silly game. My son was practicing a magic trick he was desperate to show me, his brow furrowed in concentration. My wife was humming softly as she made orange juice, the sunlight catching in her hair. Perfect. That's when I saw it. The frying pan. It was wrong. Upside down, maybe? Inside out? The bottom was facing up, the handle pointing towards the stove. I frowned, confused. I picked it up, flipped it over, but it was still inverted, like a mirror image of itself. "What the?" I whispered, a chill crawling up my spine. The surface of the pan rippled, like black water disturbed by a stone. My hand seemed to pass through the handle for a split second, then solidify again. The stove lights flickered violently, then steadied. The eggs began to hiss and spit, yolks bubbling upward, defying gravity. My daughter shrieked with laughter, oblivious. My wife didn't seem to notice anything. Then, things escalated. Fast. The ceiling started to sag, drooping like melted wax. The floor stretched and squelched under my feet, like thick, viscous liquid. My son's hands began to change. Burning, melting, the flesh running like candle wax, his fingers fusing together. And he was still smiling, completely unaware of the horror unfolding before him. My daughter's laughter warped, twisting into a high-pitched, ear-splitting screech. Her mouth widened, stretching beyond human limits, the corners tearing. Teeth multiplied, doubling, tripling, spilling down her throat, a grotesque parody of a smile. My wife's face blurred, features dissolving, reforming into something inhuman. Her eyes slid down her cheeks, leaving trails of viscous fluid. Her voice fractured, splintering into static, a chorus of broken whispers. And then I heard it. The question. The one that shattered everything. "Are you okay?" she asked, but her jaw moved out of sync with the words. Her voice overlapped itself, echoing, multiplying, a cacophony of distorted sound. "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" The sound drilled into my skull, a relentless vibrating pressure that threatened to crack my skull open. And then, the world imploded. Reality dissolved. The kitchen, my family, everything I knew and loved, vanished, leaving nothing behind but a crushing, suffocating blackness. Sirens. A distant, wailing siren cutting through the darkness. Numbness. A heavy, leaden feeling in my legs. Fire. A searing, burning pain in my head and chest. A rough voice close to my ear. Urgent, panicked. A paramedic, his face hovering above me, hands pressing hard against my chest, trying to stop the bleeding. "You okay?" "Hey, he's awake. You okay? Stay with me, kid. Stay with me, okay?" My lips felt thick, clumsy. I struggled to form the words. "What happened?" I managed to croak, my voice a raspy whisper. The paramedic's eyes were wide with relief, but his face was still grim. "You've been hit by a car, son. We almost lost you.